Hey guys, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Kat.
And we want to talk to you today about 5 things that you should be considering if you're looking at getting a hunting dog, and specifically a German Shorthair pointer.
Thank you guys for reaching out to us and following along with our videos. And if this is your first time to our channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our other upcoming videos that can answer your questions.
First thing that we want to touch on, and probably one of the most important things when you're looking at a hunting specific breed, are you going to hunt the dog? If the answer to that is yes, then definitely a Shorthair is going to be a great breed for you. If the answer to that is no, we need to be thinking about what specifically you're going to be looking for that dog to be doing as a job. Now, the hunting dogs, that is a solid job for them to learn, something to challenge them, something that is bred into them, so they'll be able to pick up on it easily and enjoy it. All the other dogs are going to have to come up with something. There's a lot of options out there, like duck diving, cane across, which would be running with your dog, sled pulling. There's going to be agility, obedience, all kinds of other dog-specific jobs that can be taught, and competitions. They don't always have to be competitions. You can go hiking. You can go canoeing, kayaking, be an adventure dog where they get to get out, stretch their legs, work, and then also be able to learn some specific tasks that go hand in hand with that adventure that you are taking on.
Something else that you want to consider when you're looking at getting a hunting dog or a Shorthair is their energy level and the commitment that that is going to take. These are high energy dogs. They need a job like we just talked about. So we need to make sure that they have a way to fulfill those energy commitment requirements. So if they are just hanging out on the couch or playing around in the backyard a little bit, maybe going for a walk in the morning on leash and a walk in the evening on leash, playing a little bit of retrieving in the backyard, for most of them, that's not going to be enough. You need to have a plan in place to make sure that they get a way to expend enough of that energy.
You have to think about the fact that these guys are bred to be athletes, and our Shorthairs hunt all day, and most Shorthairs are going to have the ability to do that. A lot of hunting breeds will. So when you think about that, hunting all day long and then saying we're at home and we're going to spend, I don't know, walking on leash for 1 to 2 miles in the morning and the evening, that's probably not even going to get their heart rate elevated. It's one of those things that you have to be finding a level of exercise and mental stimulation that's going to fit this need to work that a hunting breed is going to have.
Definitely. And that kind of leads us into talking about space requirement for your dog. People ask us all the time, can I have a Shorthair in an apartment? If you have a plan in place, like we've kind of been talking about, the answer is yes. If you have a plan of going on off-leash walks and experiencing off-leash environments, as well as some training goals, putting in a lot of time to make sure that they are getting the physical stimulation that they need, then sure, having a dog in an apartment, a sporting breed dog in an apartment, isn't going to necessarily not work out for you. However, having a house with a fenced-in backyard or even living out of town is probably going to set you up for a little bit easier situation. However, don't make the mistake of thinking, well, I live in a house in the country and I have, a bunch of acreage, or I have a fenced-in backyard in town, that's going to automatically be the answer either. Throwing the dog outside to roam the countryside or throwing your dog in the backyard to burn off that energy on their own, unsupervised, really isn't the way that we're going to be able to help them expend that energy in a productive way.
No, the dogs definitely want to work, they want to hunt, and they're going to find something to do one of those two things with. Now, if we can give them some constructive things to do, it's going to be a good thing. If not, typically they're going to come up with something that could be more in the destructive category, like digging a hole or chewing on something, or it's just something to keep their focus.
And it's not that they're doing it to be naughty. They're just doing it to entertain themselves and find something to do. So just letting them roam free or hang out in the backyard, they could get into some mischief for sure. Which kind of leads us to our next talking point, which is talking about they mature quickly. They are typically ready for more training at a younger age than some other breeds and other dogs.
Yeah, German Shorthairs are very intelligent, and a lot of times this intelligence can get them in a little bit of trouble. We've kind of talked about that in some of our other videos. Now, the thing that we hear the most, and I want to, touch on, is that people say, "Oh, my dog's doing this out of spite," or "My dog's doing this because they hate me," or "They're trying to get back at me for something that I may have done," or whatever else. And the thing about dogs in general is they don't think that way. Really, all they're trying to do is come up with a way to entertain themselves. Like we mentioned before, they're working dogs, and they have this desire, the inherent ability to want to be working, want to be doing something. And if they aren't getting enough exercise, mental stimulation, and physical stimulation both, they're going to end up into that category where they're trying to find a way to fill that void in their life. And it comes out in a slightly less than ideal expend of energy. So what you need to keep in mind is when your dogs are developing, you're going to see an earlier development out of most Shorthairs. They're going to be at a point where they're going to say, "Hey, I'm ready for more." You think you should still be a puppy. Well, they are still a puppy, but they have a lot of mental capacity there, and that needs to be challenged in order to keep them a happy and enjoyable part of the family.
Definitely. That trainability and intelligence is a huge factor in them being able to handle more at a young age as well.
100%. And that leads us to our last point, which is going to be that German Shorthairs are awesome, awesome, awesome family dogs.
They're super affectionate. They love to be with you, which is why we don't think that Shorthairs make great kennel dogs or backyard dogs. They want to be in the house. They want to be with you. They want to be part of the family. We like to say that they have FOMO, so they don't like to miss out on a lot.
It's going to be important that you take your dogs with you. It's going to be important for them to learn how to be by themselves. But all of those things being considered, they're going to be great with your kids. They're going to be great with your family. And they're going to be a good part of whether that being a hunting adventure dog or just an all-around adventure dog. Shorthairs have great personalities and are so much fun to be around.
And we are just lucky to have so many great ones that we love to hunt with. We love to train with them, and they are all a part of our family and live in the house with us. So they can do it all.
Now, all of these things being said, you are taking them into consideration. You decide a German Shorthair is right for me, or another hunting breed for that matter. We want to leave you with one last caveat, is that not all Shorthairs are created equal. And what we mean by that is they're going to be bred for some more specific tasks or other things, and you need to find a breeder that's going to be matched with what your goals are. If you say, I'm looking for a family-oriented, versatile hunting companion or adventure dog that can go with us camping, go with us hiking, all of those kind of things, find a breeder that has those same goals when they're selecting their males and their females for their breedings, and work with them to the point where they're going to help match that right dog to you so that ultimately you're getting your next dog of a lifetime.
I'm Kat, the dog trainer.
I'm the guy with the pink gun.
Thank you guys for watching, and let us know what you thought of this video in the comments below.
We'll see you in the next video.